Sister Wives, the most horrible things Kody Brown has ever done. For over a decade, Sister Wives offered viewers an intimate look into the polygamous lifestyle of Kody Brown and his wives. Initially portrayed as a harmonious plural family, the show has unveiled Kody's controversies and questionable decisions, leading to strained relationships and family discord. Financial management has been a significant source of contention within the Brown family. In 2018, the family invested $820,000 in a property known as Coyote Pass. They intended to build individual homes for each wife. However, when that didn't pan out, Kody Brown held onto the property instead of selling it, giving Janelle and Meri Brown the money they deserved. Per the Sun, Kody and his fourth wife, Robyn, purchased a $2.1 million mansion in Flagstaff, Arizona, securing a $1.6 million loan for the acquisition. This decision impacts Meri and Janelle, as the land is their only tie to Kody, and by holding onto it as its primary shareholder, delays their moving on from him. Meanwhile, he and Robyn continue to live a lavish lifestyle in a home complete with expensive artwork, knickknacks, jewelry, and reportedly over $60,000 in dolls and accessories purchased by Robyn on Etsy. Janelle subsequently told TLC's cameras she was frustrated over the allocation of family resources. She admitted that proceeds from the sale of her Las Vegas home were used to assist Robyn in purchasing her house, with the understanding that similar support would be extended to her in the future, a promise that was not fulfilled. Kody's suggestion that Janelle purchase Christine's former home, which she was not interested in, further aggravated the situation. During Season 1 of Sister Wives, TLC portrayed the Brown family as a cohesive unit. Kody Brown and his wives Meri, Janelle, Christine, and Robyn Brown were reportedly all united for one common goal: to live polygamy. However, the trust between Kody and three of his wives deteriorated before he spiritually married Robyn. Kody and Robyn's secrets threatened to split the family apart before she even married into the clan. Kody and Robyn lied about her wedding dress and the fact that she and Kody had a real love affair while he strung his other wives along. The family's unity has deteriorated over time. Trust issues continue to come to the forefront. Meri Brown, Kody's first wife, disclosed that none of the sister wives are currently communicating. Suspicions about Kody and Robyn's intentions have led Meri and Janelle to consult lawyers to protect their interests. This highlights the deep-seated mistrust among family members. The coronavirus COVID-19 pandemic only worsened Kody's behavior. He used it to further isolate himself with Robyn and her children and ignore the rest of the family. Kody imposed strict, almost militant COVID-19 rules that he expected all his wives and children to follow. Meanwhile, Kody himself was frequently seen bending those rules when it suited him. He was seen out at dinners with Robyn and officiating and dancing at a friend's wedding, the latter of which was filmed for Season 17 of Sister Wives. I get why Kody pushed Janelle to buy Christine's house on Sister Wives, and it's shady. Kody Brown's behavior has always been suspicious and self-serving to me. While it makes for great reality TV and explains why Sister Wives has lasted over a decade on TLC, it's also likely why 3 of his 4 wives have left him in recent years. His narcissistic tendencies were on full display as his relationships broke down. There were on-camera moments where his actions were unapologetically cruel and petty. So imagine what he's like behind the scenes. This made his motivations questionable even when he seemed to be acting with good intentions. That's why Kody's family and myself were skeptical when he suggested that Janelle buy Christine's house after she left the family. On the surface, he made it seem like a logical, beneficial move for everyone involved. But Janelle rejected the idea, and to this day, many viewers wonder why Kody was so desperate to keep Christine's house in the family. If Janelle had agreed, she may have remained in their polyamorous lifestyle longer instead of following Christine's lead and leaving Kody soon after. She may have seen Kody's true intentions before I could. Kody's master plan to keep Christine's home in the family. When Christine left Kody, she wasted no time putting her Flagstaff, Arizona home on the market. At the time, the family still owned Coyote Pass, the undeveloped land they had long planned to build multiple homes on. But construction had stalled due to financial struggles, which were affecting the whole family's quality of life. While Janelle was still in a relationship with Kody, she didn't have a stable living situation. She'd been renting and had recently downsized to an RV on Coyote Pass, a move that screamed financial desperation. That's when I think Kody came up with his so-called brilliant idea. Janelle should buy Christine's house. At first glance to me, it seemed practical. It would provide Janelle and her kids with a stable home until Coyote Pass was ready, and keep the house within the family. It would also inject some much-needed cash into the project, since Christine agreed profits from the home sale would help with construction. Plus, if Janelle purchased the home, the sale would be quick, so they could put money toward development sooner. But Janelle wasn't buying it, literally. She rejected Kody's idea quickly, explaining she didn't want the financial responsibility of another mortgage, especially if it wasn't the long-promised Coyote Pass homes. Looking back, she clearly made the right call. Had Janelle bought Christine's house, her eventual split from Kody would have been far more complicated. Was Kody trying to help, or was it about control? Kody claimed he was just trying to do what was best for his family, but when has his family's well-being ever been his top priority? His track record suggests otherwise. Over the years, I've noticed the reality star has repeatedly favored his fourth wife, Robyn, at the expense of his other relationships. His favoritism created deep tensions and ultimately contributed to the end of 3 of his 4 marriages. So, it's hard for me to believe his suggestion for Janelle to buy Christine's home wasn't motivated by self-interest. It's possible that Kody wanted to keep Janelle financially tethered to him. Losing Christine was a major blow to his ego, and he was clearly struggling to maintain control over the rest of his wives. If Janelle had bought the house with Kody's help, it would have tied her down financially, making it much harder for her to leave. I think Janelle saw right through this and made the smart choice to say no. I think it's also possible that Kody wanted to sabotage Christine's financial independence to get back at her for leaving. Selling the house to Janelle may have ensured a fast sale, but it probably wouldn't have been the most lucrative option. Christine ultimately sold to an outside buyer, which likely made more money than if she had kept the sale within the family. This extra cash helped her establish her post-polygamy life, and it's doubtful Kody wanted to see her thrive as a single woman. In the end, I believe Janelle and Christine both escaped Kody's toxicity, and eventually Meri followed suit. Now, Robyn is the only wife remaining, and she's made it clear she has no interest in trying polygamy again. With Sister Wives no longer even about a polyamorous family, the show's days may be numbered. But Kody's antics and questionable decisions have been the backbone of the show for years. Even if Sister Wives comes to an end, he's not the perfect personality for a spin-off, though definitely not for a Husband of the Year award. Sister Wives, Kody designed these necklaces for Robyn, Meri, Christine, and Janelle. What the My Sister Wives closet designs could mean. Sister Wives star Kody Brown has 1 wife now, but once upon a time he had 4, and while they were still with him, he designed pendants for each woman: Robyn, Meri, Christine, and Janelle Brown. While he hasn't specifically said what each necklace means, research into the symbols and shapes of those designs is fascinating. It's actually uncanny how well the various symbols and shapes represent the 4 women, all of whom have very different personalities. While so much has changed for the Browns, back then, Kody could still show his fondness for all the females, not just one. These days, Kody and Robyn war with Meri and Janelle over the fate of Coyote Pass. That land was supposed to be the Brown family's utopia, where all could live in peace in their respective homes, while still participating in polygamy. They'd be surrounded by the glory of nature, including lush trees and a tranquil pond. Unfortunately, that beautiful dream has died. Kody and Robyn remain together, but 3 wives are gone, and none of them trust Kody anymore. The necklaces were featured in a Reddit chat. At a Reddit thread started by Leadership Mission, the necklaces were shown as seen above. Better pictures of the pendants are featured below, so there's no need to travel to Reddit to see them close up. At that social media platform, Kody, who blatantly preferred Robyn before a trio of wives bailed out on their spiritual unions, isn't a popular man. However, the truth is that he doesn't deserve all the criticism that he gets. Fans saw the necklaces when they were featured on Sister Wives. Back then, Christine complained about her design. She wasn't fond of the etching, as per a Redditor on the thread. Some people who left comments were also deeply unimpressed by the bling. One of them critiqued the designs for their bargain basement aesthetic. Kody lovingly designed each piece of jewelry. However, according to a Redditor who seemed to prowl My Sister Wife's closet on the regular, perusing its wares, Robyn's pendant wasn't available to buy. If that's true, even in terms of the website's inventory, and My Sister Wife's closet's now in limbo, Robyn got special treatment. However, there's no proof out there now that backs up this statement, so it should be considered speculation. While at first glance, I thought the designs looked like cheap trinkets from a gumball machine, which are delivered in little plastic eggs, on closer inspection, I began to see some kind of beauty. I could see that each piece was chosen to send a message about the shining qualities of each woman. Of course, there's something sweet and endearing about that. So I got curious and started poking around, researching symbols from medieval times or even earlier. All of this was so interesting. Christine and Robyn's necklaces really stand out. Christine is a spunky and cheery woman, and to me, her occasional flashes of temper were usually wholly justified. I felt for the pretty and feisty women that Cody didn't seem to want to spend time with or sleep with. That's a very tough situation for a wife to be in, and I rejoiced when she got herself out of it. In fact, I think she's amazing. I like a little bold spirit in a woman, a fearlessness, and a sense of joy or a desire to feel joy. I think Christine is like that, brave enough to really search for happiness. Anyway, Cody, who never really seemed to be on the same page with Christine after Robyn entered the family, received a pendant that she didn't really love, as previously mentioned. It's in the shape of a heart, with one side of the heart smooth and polished, and the other etched to give it depth and dimension. On the smooth side, a little fairy rests, with one wing visible. Christine has some sassy Tinkerbell charm, so I personally found the symbolism of fairies, as per Britannica, quite interesting. Fairies seem sweet and peaceful, but they have a little more edge in the ancient myths. They weren't always sweetness and light. The common modern depiction of fairies in children's stories represents a bowdlerization of what was once a serious and even sinister folkloric tradition. The fairies of the past were feared as dangerous and powerful beings who were sometimes friendly to humans but could also be cruel or mischievous. Wow! The notorious villain Cody probably had no idea that fairies once had sinister connotations, at least I hope not. While I personally think Christine is the polar opposite of sinister, I do think she's powerful. Also, she's always had a mischievous quality. Today, with David Woolley, she's very playful. If Cody did visit Britannica like I did, and knew about the whole sinister thing, that would be fascinating. However, there's no proof that he researched fairies and checked the top Google results to see what popped up. With Robyn, we have the phoenix. This is a symbol that I find fascinating and life-affirming. To rise from the ashes is one good way of showing the world how much you love life, no matter what it throws at you. Since Robyn probably had the highest degree of comfort in her relationship, as Cody was so devoted, it's interesting that he compared her to a beautiful bird that overcame all manner of problems. This is how he sees Robyn, as strong a survivor, a passionate person. The phoenix has been contemplated by Christian scholars as per foundations. Its meaning is deep, spiritual, and thought-provoking. To compare Robyn to such a glorious bird is high praise indeed, based on the quote above, as the creature is compared to Christ. Perhaps Cody, so besotted by Robyn, sees her as fundamentally angelic. That is very romantic. He often idealizes his fourth wife. Cody and Robyn wear matching David Yurman rings. He gazes at Robyn in adoration, even though they fight sometimes. It seems like a love you would die for. Meri and Janelle also got symbolic pendants. Meri, who often seemed to be on the bottom of the Brown family totem pole, didn't seem to inspire the most creativity in Cody. There was no wild firebird for her. There was no fairy with a touch of bad girl charm. What he chose was a variation on a familiar Brown family riff, the Claddagh legend. The family is known for its former love of Claddagh rings, which feature a heart and crown. Their Celtic symbolism is all about love and loyalty. In fact, Meri's necklace features the Latin word fidelis, which means faithful. Yes, the sentiment is sweet, but maybe it's saccharine sweet, as to me, Cody never seemed to appreciate Meri's mildness, her capacity to keep trying to make it work uber loyally year after year. In fact, I felt like it irritated him. However loyal she was, perhaps to a fault. Meri was willing to divorce Cody so he could legally marry Robyn. Meri really sacrificed for Cody. Hopefully in the future, she will find a love that's actually worth fighting for. She's teasing a possible romance with a new man, Brandon Stone, so that's not impossible. Yes, Meri strayed during her unfortunate catfishing scandal, but she was obviously very lonely in her relationship. It's hard not to feel sorry for the woman who was driven to that and then ended up humiliated. I personally think Meri, who was always put down, is more like a phoenix, rising up out of that morass to really shine. Meri's now the owner of Worth the Up, a collaborative space for people who want to build their self-esteem. However, for Janelle, Cody chose a roots of life symbol. The tree that's bound to the earth by its strong roots isn't a bad symbol for Janelle. She is remarkably down to earth, always getting real about life. She's not a pretentious woman, she's not overdramatic. Janelle is the salt of the earth, Janelle's new business, Tata Farms, will sell flowers, some of nature's most stunning masterpieces. Sister Wives Kody Brown clearly has a softer side, as his custom necklaces for Robyn and his now ex's show. However, by giving Robyn the Firebird, he shows what's really in his heart. For her, the symbol, linked with Christ, is all about reverence. With this in mind, it's best for everyone that Kody and Robyn can be together, living in monogamy. There really wasn't room in Kody's heart for 4 women once he met his true love,